This is an off-the-tongue podcast.
How many times on these goddamn shows am I like, look, dude, I'm right, and you're like, no, I'm right. And then guess what?
What?
I'm right.
This is Dan Cummins, and you're listening to the Average as Fuck podcast. Get it?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Palmer Squares.
Y'all listening to the Average AF podcast.
Yeah, bitch.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Catalyst Bars, and you're listening to the Average AF podcast. Let's get it.
All right, guys, we're starting the episode. Baker's reflecting on a lot.
What am I reflecting
You're
on?
reflecting on one that you broke the timer, and it did not respect
What am I gonna
you
break?
anymore.
What am I gonna break this episode?
We will see you breaking timers, you breaking plants.
I didn't break the plant,
You-
but I knocked it over.
You uprooted the plant out of the soil, dude, flat out.
All right, that's kind of.
I think it's broken, bro. It's
Okay.
broken, and we also still have yet to water it, and there's water right there, so do you mind please watering our dead friend?
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the show, guys. No, but Baker's doing a lot of reflecting.
He's definitely not hydrated.
Because, damn, dude, now you drown in it? Yo!
Drowning it, he needs like.
Yo, that's enough, bro. Look at this. Look at you overfilling bastard. Dude, we're 1 minute into the episode, and we got a critical leak, dude.
It's going!
You better take off your shirt or something. You better get it. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude. We're starting off the episode rough. Using a beanie. Hey, grab you a beanie. It's the new Sham Wow. We still have a couple. You guys can honestly have them for free. I don't know where they are at this point.
This one especially. You can have this one.
Yeah, well, you probably don't want
It's
this
a
one.
giveaway.
Yo, that's all you're doing. You need to do a little bit more than that, dude. Look at this river.
Listen.
That's going straight towards the most expensive part of the show, dude.
The river stopped.
No, it did not. Look at it. It's
I'm letting
fucking
it
still
soak up.
going.
I'm letting it soak up.
No, look, it's still going.
I see it.
It's a goddamn river, dude.
It's not.
That ain't no
It's
creek.
going in the current flow that
That
it
ain't no
already
halfway
had
creek.
gone to.
That ain't no
Why
halfway
are you
creek.
calling it a creek?
Yo, look at that absorbent. Actually, it's very non-absorbent, which is good for winter, so it doesn't get on your lovely hair and all this. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello,
as you can see,
everybody.
It is chaos this week.
Baker does not have a green thumb.
Like normal. It's still going. Now we got 3 rivers, bro. This is like the Joaquin Phoenix brothers or something. I don't know. His name's River, I think. Oh, man. You might. Dude, what are you just. What? What is going on? You're just putting it through the goddamn hole. You're covering it up like a toddler. You're covering it up like a toddler on film, dude. What is going on? Yo, at this point, you could have went downstairs and got paper towels. There's toilet paper right here. I mean, man.
Toilet paper and water do not mix well.
Yeah, but it mixes better than a fucking... Now you're making a lake, dude. You're making a lake that somebody built. Are you throwing it out the window? You're throwing the beanie out the window, dude. Draining the beanie. All right, that's fair. I mean, this is a trash beanie at this point, so it doesn't matter. Give it to the goddamn squirrels who are in my fucking house.
The table needed cleaning.
I mean, I guess, but now we're going to have a half-ass clean table. It's going to be shiny as fuck. People are going to get distracted because we got a lot of simple minds watching. Love you guys. Look, you're not helping me out, so I've been having to fucking rant for 3 minutes here.
I'm back.
Because you goddamn fucked up in the first 60 seconds.
We're good. Don't have me water a plant, dude. Do you understand
Dude,
how many plants I have that don't survive in my backyard?
Dude, we're trying to change. We're trying to grow. This is what I was saying. You were reflecting on your, you didn't believe in yourself before the episode started.
Well, no, that's why.
Well, yeah, I will say you did prove yourself correct.
Thank you.
Dude, I started.
Can't we just go by my words next time?
Dude,
why do you have to make me set examples?
Because, listen, I started the episode trying to hype you up, saying you didn't believe in yourself. I did. And then you went and proved why you were right. So
I feel like that.
you ain't shit.
I feel like none of that happened.
What didn't happen?
Why'd you try to hype me up? About what?
But dude, you're reading. You read really well. Remember?
That was it.
You read a couple words, and I was like, that was really good. And you're like, man, I've done better.
And then you
It's
talked
been
about
worse.
how I broke a timer, I killed a plant.
Yeah, and then
I
you
drowned a
spiraled,
plant.
dude. You spiraled. So what that tells me is you are
It
not.
comes in threes, bro. Comes in threes.
You were not.
It comes in threes.
Calm in difficult situations. You panic.
Nope, but I am cool and collective.
Clearly not.
Yeah, I got the beanie quick, cool, collective.
You did not.
I was calm.
You were gonna let it go until I said, "Hey, it's heading towards a $1,200
No,
camera."
I was trying to see the absorbentness. First off, the camera's on a tripod.
Yeah, but the wires aren't.
The wires are going that way.
Yeah, but they're also going down, dude. Do you
The
know how
wire-
gravity works?
Yeah, they're going down that way. The water is going down that
And
way.
then you chose.
They will
Wait.
not
Okay.
cross paths.
Okay, so first of all, I will give you credit because I don't think there's a more absorbent thing in the room than the beanie.
Thank you.
Except your shirt.
Not happening. I'm
but
already cold, bro.
I understand. So it was a good choice there. Now, I do have to criticize you. You took the goddamn easy way out, and you put it through the hole in the table onto the carpet.
What's the second most absorbent thing in this room?
The carpet.
Thank you.
You goddamn.
So, if I would have freaked out,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What would have happened if you
So-
freaked out, knocked over a light?
I would have knocked over my coffee.
You're known to headbutt lights.
I would have knocked
That's a
over my
fact.
coffee, knocked over that, broke my vape, probably did like 3 other things. You know what I'm saying?
So it would have come in 6 is what
So
you're saying.
It could have.
Now, but
it
we're
could've
trying to
tripled,
reduce that to
maybe doubled.
0 and water a simple plant.
I feel like I did good in that situation. I remained calm, cool, and collective. Triple
Let the
C,
people
baby.
let the people vote.
Let them vote, baby.
Let them
vote.
Let us know in the comments
Vote me.
because this is all bad decisions. These were all bad decisions being made, and I had to commentate the whole thing. And
That's what you get
I didn't want to do
for
it, man.
not watering the
Listen.
freaking plant.
Listen.
I'm putting a cap on that.
Yeah, please do at this point.
There's an iPad and my phone down here.
I don't care about your phone.
I don't care about your iPad.
Dude, because during the commentary,
Never talk about it.
I was trying to, again, hype you up, believe in you, except you just kept making stupid-ass decisions, and I had to be, the integrity of the job. I had to call it as I see it. And how'd that make you feel?
On to the episode.
Okay, 7 minutes in.
Never TT, baby. Never talk
Welcome
about
to
it.
the episode. Now,
Never talk.
Now, the TT could come in handy for this situation because you clearly didn't handle it as best as you could. You handled it okay, but you shouldn't. You just watered the
I
plant.
handled it with the 2 most absorbent things in the room.
Sure.
How could I have not handled it any better?
The way you could have handled it better is successfully learning how to water a plant. And I said, whoa, that's too much. And guess
Listen.
what? You kept going. You said, no,
If we
dude.
wanna go this route.
You said, no, he's thirsty. And then it started overflowing.
Wait. You know what we should do? Let's get to the root cause of this.
Okay, what's the
This
root cause?
situation happened
Mm-hmm.
because how long has this plant been here with 0 water?
Hey, I watered it the day I got it, and it's a succubus. It's not a succubus. It's a succulent. Goddamn, the bitch is on my mind. No. It's a succulent, so it does not need water that often, and you can overwater it because it doesn't need that much water. So maybe you just doubly killed our plant, bro.
Well,
This don't-
you know
don't
what?
turn the-
Is
don't
it
be a
technically
victim blamer,
overly
bro.
watering it if it's dehydrated?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
No.
It's kind of like hypothermia, right? So follow me on this. It's like hypothermia, right?
Yeah.
Your fingers get icy, right?
They're cold.
Well, they're a little more than cold, but yeah, right? And they're about to fall off,
Yeah.
right? You don't want to put your hand on a goddamn stove.
Well, you don't want to put your hand on a stove to begin with.
Well, you don't want to put your hand even close to any heater or anything because they'll fucking fall off because it's too drastic of a change. What you do is you warm up in a blanket and then you move to a coat and then you gradually
I
do
think
it.
that's a little bit different than
No, that's what you did. You
Than
overdid it. You
dehydration.
overcorrected Now he's drowning, and I fucking called it, and you're like, no, I want to kill him.
I mean,
And then it overflowed. He even spit up water. He was like, yo, bro, this is too much.
going from hot to cold is understandable, but going from no water to water, you can't go from dehydration to overhydration.
Google it.
As quick as you can. How am I going to word that?
All you got to Google is, can you rehydrate too quickly after dehydration? That's how English works, dude. You make sentences. You did it earlier, and I had confidence in you. And then this is you showing again. Dude, I don't know how to make a sentence. Man, dude.
I cannot with you right now.
Welcome. I've said welcome to the show about 35 fucking times. We're actually 10 minutes in already, so I'm stalling because I need to know this. Does it say you can rehydrate too quickly? It probably does. Actually, probably not with water, but maybe.
Well, it says it says when you severely dehydrated, it's key to get fluids or water-filled foods into your body as quickly as possible. However, you don't want to overdo it. It's possible to drink too much water, resulting in a condition called
Hypodeadedness. That's what the plant just got.
But that's
dude. I'm telling you, you said no, and I said yes, dude. How many times on these goddamn shows am I like, look, dude, I'm right, and you're like, no, I'm right, and then guess what?
What?
I'm right.
Oh yeah. But this even says
it said don't do it too quick or you'll goddamn die. Basically,
too quickly.
Yeah.
But it says drink at least 10 glasses of water.
You think this thing needs 10 glasses of water? Let's do, okay, if you want to do this,
I didn't
all right?
give it 10 glasses of water.
Do you want to break down the weight limit? Okay, let's do this, okay?
Okay.
10 glasses of water, how much you weigh? 140?
145.
145. 10 glasses of water, that's one glass of water for every 14.5 pounds, right? Glass of water, 8 ounces. We'll say maybe 12. We'll give you 12, okay? Listen. 12 ounces divided by the 14.5. That means 1 ounce per pound. How much does this weigh? This weighs goddamn nothing. This weighs 0.2 of a pound.
Okay.
So you need to give it 1/5 of an ounce. And you gave it goddamn 4 ounces, dude.
No, it
you
was
gave
not
it
Phil.
20 times.
This was not Phil.
Okay, listen. You gave it 3 ounces. This is what?
I gave it 3 ounces and it spit out 1, so we're good.
So you still get 2 ounces on a 0.2 fill, dude. You're going 10 times extra. You drown in the bitch.
It was death.
It was death. I know. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not. It's all right.
Do we agree
it's just one big gulp of fucking
now,
water. He's all right.
Now it could be.
He is all right.
We could bring up that he's already dead, right? Because of last week.
Shut up.
So maybe it's irrelevant.
Would you get off the past? We're on to newer and better things, Adam. Get off my shit.
Okay.
We're on episode 961. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying,
Not
actually.
861, dude.
No, we're not. That was last week, dude.
Yeah.
We
and we're
advanced,
not on 761.
We advanced 100
so quit
episodes.
going backwards, bro. You trying to go home 200 episodes back, bro.
It's my comfort zone.
We're almost in the thousands, but we're not going to make it even next week, dude. We're going to go all the way back.
Dude,
to 71.
I want new listeners
to 70
to comment and be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Explain this is my Common Core to your Common Core.
I know. Explain to us what he's talking about. The longtime listeners know. If you can explain it, you're part of the Cool Kids Club, right? Cool
That's
Kids
what I'm
only,
talking about.
son.
Hey, get your merch on that,
the
too.
Store, bro.
Get your merch on that.
Cool Kids only.
That's what I'm
CKO,
talking
bro.
about.
CKO. We need a CKO thing up here somewhere. We need a new signature. We need
a guest.
We did not get a guest this month.
I know.
Damn.
We still got next week.
No, we don't, bro.
Yeah,
no,
we do.
don't. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
What's today? 26. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So we could do it next week. So we didn't fail yet. So now I need to do better at believing in myself, and you're believing in me. So
yeah,
it's a good trade.
the only
dude.
reason I knew
It's a
that
good
is because
trade.
my shift changes.
What
just
shift
my
you going
time.
to? Okay.
Going earlier. Get off earlier.
That's good.
Yeah. I like it.
So what do you want to talk about? We got a couple things. The Never TT, bro. The Never TT is kind of a deep conversation, bro. And I feel
Is
like
it?
this might be a good energy for it because it's a little
Never
bit
talk,
wild.
talk? Let's do it.
You never want to talk, bro. I
did say never talk, but that means doesn't mean you can't explain what the hell never TT is. Talk. Talk.
Hieroglyphics.
That'd be dope, though,
That would be dope.
to learn hieroglyphics.
Dude, the 2022 hieroglyphics are emojis, bro. What you know about that? People talking emojis now. We're back to hieroglyphics, bro. We're
Yeah, dude.
Egyptians. Where's the pyramids?
What? Changing backgrounds and themes and shit on Messenger.
Oh, dude, doing bitch shit. Yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
dude. Facts.
Oh, dude. I've been mean to ladies lately, and I apologize. I'm actually a gentleman. It's just part
No,
of
you're
the
not,
show.
dude.
I am.
You're a dick.
I am. But I'm actually a gentleman, though, right?
You are what you eat.
Gentleman. That's fine. I'm a rainbow boy.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. Shout out to about 4 weeks ago or whatever. No,
It's your
but
life, though. Shout out to your life.
this is actually interesting because it's a deep conversation, but I think there's a good energy for it, like I said, and you'll see why. Because it's
I always do it.
it's like a conspiracy theory, but it's not a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
But it's not
It's
a conspiracy
gonna be a
theory.
conspiracy
It is
theory.
a theory, but I think it's a valid theory according to scientists, but I don't know.
All right, it's conspiracy. Then.
And
Let's
what we
roll with
do
it.
on this show is we figure shit out, right?
Absolutely.
We figure shit
'Cause
out.
We don't.
So-
we are scientists.
Now, the argument that I think makes sense, let me present it like this. The argument that makes sense is time travel will never exist, and we already know that.
well, yeah.
Whoa, okay, well, let me explain why.
First off, Caden just explained that to me. I said,
Okay.
Caden, there's no such thing as going back in time. He says, yeah, Dad, it's magic. So it's definitely magic, not time travel. So go on. I believe this already.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Time
up
travel's
1-0.
not happening.
Okay, you're up 1-0.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because they said that time travel doesn't exist, and if it did exist, we would know by now. And it's like, the fuck does that mean? Like, obviously, we can't invent it right now. So what do
Right.
you mean we would know it by now? So what they said is with time travel, right? The way that you do time travel, they say time's like linear, right? Where you potentially can go back and forth according to scientists, whatever.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank you.
Well, I know a little bit about this because I watched Flash.
There we go. Okay.
So I know about this.
Hey, all right. I'll take it.
And I've seen some of the other, like, the DC, you know what I'm saying? Like, other movies and shit that
So you know what is the epitome of this show is
that I learned it from the fucking
you're
shows.
talking about, I know this because of Flash, and I learned this because I'm listening to scientists.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Thank you, Netflix.
yeah. So, I mean, look, as long as the information's out there. So time's
Yes.
linear, right?
Okay.
So they said if time travel existed, like if you were able to do it once, even 2,000 years in the future, my phone just shattered again, or 6,000 years in the future, right? Whatever it is.
We wouldn't be able to see that.
Well, but the argument is if time travel was invented and they were able to do it, then time would be no longer existent because you would be able to time travel back to wherever you wanted at any time, no matter what.
Yeah.
And so and eventually it would be so common that people would just go back in time and just go back in
It'd
time.
just be a rewind button.
Yeah, but then because they can go back in time and they can go forward in time, there's really no such thing as the timeline because you're going forward in time and current in time within a minute or whatever it is, which is your current time.
Yeah.
So you can't be in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So that means time is then all happening at once.
See, that's crazy, too, when you think about it.
Isn't it nuts? Because it's like if it would have happened, we would know because at a future time would become non-linear and just exist kind of in a circle or whatever you would want to describe it as.
Yeah.
And from that point, even backwards, that would take effect because of all the time travel happening.
Yeah. Dude, you know it'd be crazy?
It's so nuts.
Dude, you know it'd be crazy, though?
What?
I think with all of that time traveling, so let's say that today...
Can I pause this and say, let's keep in mind the first 15 minutes of the episode compared to this next 15 minutes.
I know.
This
Listen.
is insane.
But listen.
The transition, but I like it.
So let's say that I time traveled today, right? Into the
Juice.
future. Like,
Juice.
cheers, mate.
I said juice.
Say I traveled like 20 years into the future, or like 100 years into the future, right? Today. And then I came back. I was like, that was pretty dope. A week later, like
sure.
everybody's doing all this time travel, dude. A week later, I traveled to the same exact time 100 years from now. Do you know how different it would be?
Oh, yeah. But that's what,
Like each time that you could travel to the same exact time frame.
right.
the same day,
similar
on
right?
different days, and it would be different because people would be fucking changing shit all of the time.
Well, so it's like you're kind of talking about the butterfly effect, right? A
Absolutely.
little bit. But that's the crazy thing is because with this
still a
theory,
crazy-ass movie.
It is. But with this theory, it would be a permanent butterfly effect for everyone every time, no matter what.
Yeah.
In every timeline. So no matter what's happening, you don't know what's going to happen next because somebody could have came.
World, dude.
Somebody could have came back. Dude, think of this, right? Imagine the difference, right? If I just went back to 1942 or whatever the fuck it was, time traveled, right? And at this point it takes 10 seconds to get there, right? 10 seconds, boom. Go back to 1942. Hey Hitler, bow, shoot him right in the face. Boom, time travel back. Done in 30 seconds, right?
Yeah,
when I come back,
everything's gonna be
the
different.
Holocaust never happened.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
Dude, that changes everything.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
It's the most dangerous weapon, I think, time travel.
Oh, I like that. Go on that. Go. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It is because you can't do that, but it would change everything.
But the risk is, wow, that's interesting.
Sometimes you gotta have losses, homie.
Well, I think they went through this. In Butterfly Effect because, if I remember correctly, I haven't seen it in forever. But don't they like kind of test going back a short amount of time? Because if we went back 10 minutes, the episode's going to be different. Maybe that even means conversations are going to be different that we're having next week or whatever with people, with our lovely listeners that provide great feedback.
But my thing is, would I go in with the knowledge that I have from my current state of mind if I go back 10 minutes?
Yeah, because...
So I wouldn't fucking overwater the plant?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The whole episode would be different.
It would be.
Right?
Yeah, because what would you do for the first 5 minutes?
I don't know.
We wouldn't have shit to talk about.
We didn't really have a plan.
But we talked about me talking shit for like 5 minutes about how I kill things. 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been able to do that.
You're basically a murderer. Yeah, but that's my point. Like, so...
That would have been a little bit of change. Imagine what we can do.
But that's my point. Even if we went back 5-10 minutes, the whole future changes because we're different. Maybe now Jackie's in the office. Maybe, she had a bad day or whatever. And the first 15 minutes of this episode cheered her the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's dumb,
and now
right? These idiots. But then if we would have went back and changed that, now Jackie's having a bad day all day because our episode sucks.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't cheer her up.
Yeah, because I don't break shit in the first 2 minutes.
Right.
Damn
So your fuck up is a gift.
It is. See? That's why I do it.
From the time travel gods, basically.
That's a deadly weapon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
So even going back, though, that couple minutes changes everything. So imagine the magnitude of going back. I mean, what's that? That's 80 years at this point. If it was 42, I don't fucking know. But I think it was back then. But
think about it. If you go through a long-ass war with somebody like Osama bin Laden, right?
Right.
Like, think how long we were fucking looking for him.
So even
we
the
find
difference...
him, and then we can just go back in time and be like, oh, wait, we'll just go back to where he fucking was.
Right.
And boom, and then now we don't have a fucking army to send out there, and people's lives weren't at risk.
Same idea. So, like, to stay on the Hitler thing, I guess. I don't know. But, like, what if we did that before he even rose to power? Yeah. What if he was never even, whatever it is, president or whatever the fuck of
talking
Germany?
Like kill him out the womb, bro?
Not even that, because
like
look,
boredom.
I mean,
dude, are you talking about that?
Nah, dude. No. Well, I mean, it's your right, but I think people die when they try that back then. Back in the 1900s,
people would probably think to do some shit like that.
Well,
like,
that's
you've got
what I'm saying.
Fucking world leader like that. That's
for sure. But at what point do you kill him? Do you kill him as an infant? Because it's going to be tough for me to kill an infant, even if I know it's Hitler.
Or do you just kill the dad that got the mom pregnant?
Or do you just the
but
mom never gets pregnant? Even this, you
but
don't
then
even
is there
have to go to
another
that
Hitler?
extent.
You might kill that one, but then is there another one that's going to be 10 times worse?
Time out.
Huh?
Time out.
You don't know if the grass is greener on the other side, homie.
The grass is greener.
Nah.
At the Greener
You should
Grass
just work
podcast.
with the devil you know, homie.
Nah. Well, that's the danger. But let me say this, because it is crazy. So I'm going to get tattooed on me, and I know we've talked about it before, 400 trillion to 1. And that's your likelihood of being born a human, right? 400 trillion to 1.
Everything else is alien.
When it comes down to like sperm count and like all this blah 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 whatever, 400 trillion to 1 is the likelihood. So be appreciative you're even here. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, we could go back in time to Hitler's parents, and maybe I pose as the bartender that night, right?
Right.
all I do is give them one more beer, right? One more beer. Hey, this one's on us. Here, take this.
Yeah.
And it delays them going back 15, 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, or you slip that beer or something.
It's a whole different baby now at this point. But we don't even have to go to that extent, is my point.
And you can make them late to the party.
Yeah, it's a whole different baby because maybe that sperm didn't win or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. And all you got to do is just push somebody away for, 5, 10 extra minutes. That's all you got to do, right? I'll just give you an extra beer. Hitler doesn't exist.
But that's the thing, though.
That's crazy.
You could change that, but then make things 10 times worse.
It could. And it's hard to think of a world where killing Hitler
What
or Hitler not existing making the world worse, but
we got rid of Hitler. We got rid of Hitler, but then what if the Jewish people decided to do the same shit to the German people?
Well,
and it was like vice versa, dude.
They're nice, friendly
It was
people.
like a vice versa Holocaust.
Well, let's. How about this?
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do this a little different because we're not gonna, push Holocaust on.
I'm not. But I'm just saying that. What if changing time?
I see
would
your
throw
perspective.
that type of fucking pebble
I
into
see
that
it.
creek. You know what I'm saying?
I see it. Yeah, the creek you made on the table. Yeah,
That's right. I threw the pebble, and all of a sudden it turned
into a waterfall.
It vice versa the Holocaust.
Dude, it did. It fucking trickled up and was like, I saw a waterfall now.
But I don't think people would think that much. They would just be like, you know what? No, fucking Hitler is bad, and let's kill him.
Well, right. Well,
They
yeah,
wouldn't
but
think of any type of
I'm
repercussions or like any crazy
right.
shit that could
I agree.
actually happen.
I agree but it comes down to, like you said, the devil because what if we took him out, he never existed or whatever, we changed the past somewhere, whatever, to where that stuff never happens. What if that never happens and then the whole world doesn't get that kind of perspective?
Yeah.
What if we don't realize that that's a possibility? So then, maybe it comes 50 years later from Russia or something like that.
Right.
You
It
know
could
what I
always
mean?
happen from somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's always going to have control.
But then maybe that whole perspective shift, and the war and all that kind of stuff, that's going to change literally the history of America, at least.
It could.
Sending everybody off to war. I think, because that was World War I, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know these things. We're not fact checkers,
No,
obviously.
we're scientists.
Well, scientists, the good scientists,
We speak scientifically.
prove other science wrong. So
We
I think
speak
that's what we're doing
scientifically,
right now.
so therefore we're part scientists.
But I'm pretty sure this was the First World War. I probably sound like an idiot right now, but
it was a world war.
one
One of them.
But I think this was the one where everybody had to go, and like all the women had to stay and work and take care of everything because like pretty much all the men were at war.
Yeah.
Like so the women had to run the country
Like
and
the
like
draft and not even.
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I'm pretty
draft,
sure it was
but
the
yeah.
draft. Yeah. So all that happened like, and that obviously gave a big perspective on stuff and the working woman, and maybe that was when people started to realize women can do the same jobs, I think was the whole thing. So that whole perspective doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
It could change a lot.
Yeah, it definitely could. It's wild. But
Freezing.
the whole original point was time travel is never going to exist.
No.
Or we would know by now.
Plus, I mean, you got to think
That's
about
crazy.
it. It's damn near impossible. I mean, plus, even to time travel back, you'd have to have some type of crazy ass robotic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Technology and shit like that. So let's say that you time travel back to the 1900s.
Okay.
Or, no, fuck it. Let's say you go back to like the 1700s, right?
Okay.
There's no electricity, right? When the fuck was electricity out?
Yeah, I don't think so. It was right around there.
Or even in there. Even if there was electricity, your technology back in the day, that day, was nothing compared to now.
Oh, yeah.
So what happens if something fucking breaks down with your little time machine?
Right. You don't have aluminum or whatever. Like
you don't have a fucking repairman to go
Right.
to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have your
That's
fucking.
interesting.
Well,
Well,
how would you fix it?
The idea behind it is it's not an actual like Bill and Ted's time machine, like
Is
a
it
phone
like
booth.
a pad?
Not necessarily. No, it's what the theory is to time travel you have to bend space time.
Yeah.
So it's like some type of
you got to be
force
going
or
super fast.
potentially, yeah, or like some type of gravitational, because the crazy thing is if you put a gravitational field around you, that gravity, kind of like a black hole, will warp space-time.
Yeah.
So you can actually move. If you had gravity all around you, you could move throughout the world without any friction.
So you just got to
because
do
you're
it.
moving through.
You got to do it like Flash does.
Basically,
essentially.
yeah.
You got to run through it.
Yep.
super fast. In
Well,
circles.
that's the only way to get
And
a
then create
gravitational field. But if we could have a device or
space-time
something that
continuum.
creates one, yeah.
Is that what it is? Continuum?
Conundrum is what it
It's
is.
a huge conundrum. But yeah, it won't happen.
It's crazy, though. It's crazy. And I thought that'd be a good conversation, especially with the, like I said, the energy that we started the
I like it,
episode
though.
off with.
Yeah. I think they're right, though. It won't happen.
Yeah, I stutter because I'm trying to follow their, think of scientists. But I agree. I agree is what I'm saying. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry,
Get
guys.
it out.
I short circuited.
I mean, scientists are important, but you know who else is important, Adam?
Who be that?
Our Patreon producers.
Our Patreon producers and really all of our Patreon members.
Absolutely.
And especially not even just our Patreon members, just all of our listeners and watchers and
subscribers.
Subscribers,
are especially special. So
we've,
make sure you subscribe.
yes, subscribing. I said this earlier today. Subscribing to the YouTube channel is the #1 free thing that you can do for us. So yeah, we appreciate everybody that's here.
So don't be sus and just check out our page.
Yeah,
Make
check out
sure
the
you
page, bro.
Subscribe.
All right, whatever. I see what you did there. But shout out to our Patreon producers. That's going to be Taylor, Tom, Patty Light, Barili, Joel, Sarah, Steve, Anthony, Jeremiah, Twitch.tv/Evil Tony, and the Teacher Dummy Podcast. Yes, sir. Check out patreon.com/AverageAF Podcast to find out how to become a Patreon producer. You want your name shouted out. We're famous. You want to be famous? Put it on there. Patreon.com/AverageAF Podcast. Little as $1. We love you. And we also love somebody
Our boy,
else.
Nate Collins. Here again in sunny Mansfield,
It
Ohio.
is sunny today. It's a
It
nice
is.
day. All
You
right.
like that?
I like it.
But if you're here in sunny Mansfield, Ohio, make sure you check out Spitzer on 4th Street.
4th Street.
Our boy Nate Collins going to hook you up.
Yup.
Whether you got good credit, bad credit, or no credit,
None.
he going to hook you up.
Okay.
You're going to be driving away in a new or used whip.
Okay. All right. I'm looking for. I'm interested. I'm
All right.
interested.
Well,
now.
you know what? There's only one way to do it.
Okay. How? How
You
do I
got to
do
call or text him.
it? Okay. What's that number?
419-961.
961
4581.
4581.
But make sure you ask for Nate.
I will ask
Because if you don't, your car ain't going to look fresh with those free car washes for the life of the vehicle.
Oh shoot!
So make sure you hit up Nate.
Do it.
419-961-4581.
45th 81. He's gonna leave me hanging like that. All right, cool.
I like
I
it.
just had a ballad, and you were just like, "All right, we're done."
I was letting you plead the fifth.
Fifth. All right. Yeah, we appreciate everybody. Shout out to the Off the Tongue Podcast Network as well. Green Grass
Yes,
Podcast,
sir.
Skate Mansfield, Teach a Dummy Podcast, and Ya Boys. Search that on Spotify, and all 4 of our shows will come up. They're all either from Mansfield directly. Obviously, Skate Mansfield is from Mansfield. Green Grass Podcast is in the Columbus area, so check them out as well. And we've got episodes with everybody, so go check those out too. Ta-da. So what else do we want to talk about, dude?
We're on the topic of Mansfield.
I was going to say there is a Mansfield topic. It's kind of a risky one. I don't know if you want to talk about it after we just promoted a Mansfield dealership, but
That's true.
so this is interesting because we were talking a few weeks ago or whatever about how like dangerous Mansfield is,
Yeah,
and it sucks. Like
it does.
so, I gotta say this piece, which is why I found this out, but I'm going to brush over this because it's obviously sad and depressing. There was basically one person shot multiple times yesterday. And then there was a decaying body found on Friday.
I think a second one found.
Oh, maybe a second one found.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Same area-ish.
Okay. Well,
I believe so. My facts may not be 100%.
we did have
but I
a
do
serial
believe
killer
so.
here a few years ago. Maybe he had an accomplice.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
That's
It's
crazy.
It's crazy, though. It is.
But so obviously Mansfield's like a pretty crazy place that people don't realize. But the reason I bring this up is because the article came out yesterday about dude being shot or whatever. He was 29. They didn't say his name, so I'm curious because he's obviously around our age range. But I haven't seen anything on Facebook or anything about anybody we know, so that's good so far. But yeah, like the article came out and said nobody called in the call about somebody being shot.
Yeah.
But we have a system apparently. Where's my shattered phone? We have a system apparently in Mansfield. Let me read this. It says police were alerted of the shooting at 8:31 p.m. by a shot spotter activation alert.
Yeah, I've heard about the shot spotter thing multiple times.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it says it uses audio sensors in strategic locations that detect gunfire and the approximate area where the shots were fired.
See, but I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's something that, like, has to be on during the time of the shooting because, like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to tell the shooting's going on?
Well, yeah, the sensors, like, they're probably on, like, light poles or something, and if it just hears stuff, because it does say it basically gets a recording, and then audio experts then analyze the data to determine if it was a gunshot or some other loud noise like a firecracker or firework.
See, but how long would that shit take to determine?
That's true. Yeah, let me...
And I love how we have that shit, but we don't even have body cams yet, do we? Like active body cams?
Do. Well, I know I've seen some body cam footage from around here. I don't know. They have to be up to date by now because that came out when like Obama was in office, right?
Yeah.
That's like, what, 3 or 4 years ago at this point? Or no, that's like fucking 7 or 8 years ago because of goddamn our Lord and Savior Donnie T, you know? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Like I don't
all respect Catholic, whatever the fuck.
And my thing is, people are like, "Oh, it's guns and shit like that." Like, honestly, you know what it is? People not fucking raising their kids right,
dude. I know.
And I'm just gonna fucking hate me if you want to, people.
I know,
but that's legit what it is.
I know,
and that is.
I have an insult that I've always thought about using in Mansfield that I won't use. It's not racial, obviously, but I'm not gonna say it on here because it's pretty brutal. But remind me after this because I want to tell you. But it kind of ties to that. But
like I personally will make my kids aware of everything.
Yeah.
I will not sugarcoat shit for them. You know what I'm saying? I will not, like, hide shit from them. Like, if there's some serious shit going on, dude, like, I'll let them know about it. Like, I want them to know about the school shootings and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I want them to be prepared that some scary shit can happen. Like, I hope that it never does. Right. But I'm not going to sit there and shield them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Like we, it was weird when, I'm going to say this to piggyback on that point, but when my brother first had kids, my brother's 10 years older than me, basically. So he had kids. Obviously, when I was like, I mean, I don't know. I'm like maybe 16, 17, in that range, somewhere like that. So I'm still a young kid myself when he had kids. But they said they don't, like, use baby talk with their kids, you know? And even, like, with the toddlers and stuff. And at first I was like, that's fucking dumb. Like, you're being an asshole, you know? Mm-hmm. But now, like, I do, you know, talk to Harper all sweetly, obviously. But, like, I get what they were saying. They were like, and these kids have grown up having adult conversations because of that. And they are just, like, more aware of stuff. And you can just tell they think a little bit beyond their age range, right? And that's good because it's good to have those conversations. You want to do it carefully, obviously, because you don't want to, like, traumatize them or whatever. But these are good conversations to have so that they're aware of, like.
But, like, even these types of conversations, like with that whole shooting that happened last night, like, we talked about it in the car on our way home from the haunted trail. Like, as a family, we were talking about the shooting that just happened close to us.
See, I don't necessarily offer up that information. Obviously, Harper's 4, so it might be different when they're a little older or when she's a little older. But, like, I don't necessarily offer it up. But if it comes up, we'll talk about it.
Because Danielle had saw it on her feed.
Right, okay.
And it mentioned something about it. But it's like, I want my kids to be aware that there's shit happening around. Like, it's not
especially
a joke.
Around here,
like, we talk about it and everything like that. And it's legit things that are happening. Yep. It's not happening, you know, in other states. I mean, it is, obviously, but it's not something that's just happening.
It is crazy. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I don't necessarily want to say that, but, like, you know, now that we're a little older, we have families and kind of stuff like that. I mean, before, if you think about 5, 6, 7 years ago, even a little before, the amount of people ODing in this town
Oh, dude, it
was
insane.
ridiculous.
Dude, I've gone.
And it's still happening, but I feel like it's less. But I don't know if it's just because we're not like as close with, some of those people anymore or whatever.
I mean, it could be.
But like it seems to have happened less. But at the same time, everybody in our age group is now older.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I think it seems to be happening less because of the people that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening to people that we know. It's still probably happening to a lot of people.
I do still see, one or two a week, on Facebook and stuff. And it's not necessarily people that I know all the time. Sometimes it's
still happening.
But yeah, it's people's family members that I know or cousins or whatever. And like, I think one of my cousins' good friends or whatever recently, something happened. I don't ask details obviously, but
and that's why they should just legalize marijuana.
Well, yeah,
because nobody overdoses off that shit.
That's true. Do you want to get into that now?
We can.
I mean, it was a little kind of current event. I don't remember which company it was. What is it? Maybe what are like some popular gas stations? There's like Speedway. There's
Marathons.
No.
Not Rebel.
No, that place sucks, dude.
Shit. From around here, you really got Speedway. Speedway
no, like
and Kroger.
just big companies in general,
like Shell, BP.
Okay, so it is Circle K. It is Circle K. Yeah, and we got a couple of those around here.
Yeah.
So next year. In obviously states that it's legal, Circle K somehow, I don't know, I didn't read the details. I probably should since we're giving news. Will be able to sell medical marijuana in their gas station.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they said something along the lines of like, we want to make it more mainstream to where there's not like a stigma around it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I didn't read the whole thing. Let me see.
I mean, I could see that though. A lot of the gas stations are with the new shit anyway.
Yeah, it says. Let me see. Oh, maybe. Oh damn! It is only in Canada. Fuck. But still.
Oh, is it?
But still, it says.
Look at you giving Canadian facts.
Oh wait, but this says. Adjacent to stores in Florida. Either way, it says the first example of Circle K is the first example of premium cannabis retail being offered in one of the largest convenience store chains in the country.
I can see that.
See, but they're talking about Florida a lot in here.
Florida, Canada, same difference.
That's weird. Oh, That's weird. Okay, so this is happening in Canada, but it says among the products that will be for sale, there's all this stuff, will be supplied from a 28-acre facility the company is building in Ocala, Florida, that's slated to be up and running by the end of 2022. So
it's so far away. So far away.
It's crazy that they're doing it in Florida, but taking it all to Canada.
All to Canada.
Because, Michigan's medical. Why don't you do it in Michigan?
But not only that, like now you're traveling out of the state with marijuana. Like, you got the distributing.
Yeah, and it's not federally legal. Wait, hold on.
Like, that's just opening it up for, because it's not, and it never will be federally, which is messed up.
Well, this is what it's talking, hold on. So, it says still illegal on the federal level. Marijuana is sold legally in Florida for medical use. Let me see. Still sold in standalone dispensaries in parts of the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So my thing is...
They didn't really get into how they're pulling this off, though.
Right. Like, how are you going to get through with the truck full of some medical marijuana?
Yeah.
And say that I'm all right?
Because can you fly with it?
Fuck no.
You'd have to get private jets every time.
You would have to, yeah.
That's fucking...
Because you can't do it. Because I remember even coming where were we? Was it Vegas?
Wow. Circle K has 642 locations in Florida. And more than 7,000 stores in 47 states.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm trying to read how they're pulling this off.
But there was an airport that we went to when we were coming home. I don't know if it was from Florida, Bahamas, or wherever. It might have been Vegas or Florida, one of the two.
Wait, time out. Because the first thing this article says, these are the first words right at the top. Read that first paragraph.
Floridians will soon be able to buy marijuana products along with cigarettes and snacks at Circle K gas stations, according to Green Thumb Industries, one of the largest U.S. cannabis producers.
But then if you scroll down, let me see.
That's why you should have read your shit.
But right here, to be clear, Circle K is not selling cannabis in its U.S. stores. It's the same. It's the same article.
That's really weird.
Literally 3 paragraphs down.
That's really weird. That is super strange.
I don't know. That's weird.
That's some clickbait right there, dude.
So yeah. So I don't know where. I don't know. I don't know. It says
the Circle K might be selling some medical marijuana.
That is the first sentence of this article. Floridians will soon be able to buy marijuana products along with cigarettes and snacks at Circle K gas stations. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. But either way, it's just kind of a cool little fact because, you know, it's I mean, you know, to tie it into what we were talking about, just being around here, like, you know, we all know friends, especially back in the day, where they're doing shit or they're doing pills or they're doing harder stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, like everybody around them's like, dude, just take this joint. Like,
yeah, just smoke a little bit.
Yeah, just chill, go up to your room, relax. Like, you don't have to do all this. And it's good. I'm excited because, you know, it is gonna be legal relatively soon.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, that's what I was talking about during the one chip challenge when I said I can't talk about Biden right now.
Is that what he was?
It's because Biden was talking about legalizing it federally.
I mean, it definitely should be. And it should be legal federally. I think that's the stupidest thing ever.
And really, you know, kind of do the same thing as the states. I mean, tax it a little bit, whatever you want to do to make your
medical
nut,
cards and shit like that. But
yeah.
I like how they're doing the whole decriminalizing or are they doing that shit where they're like letting people go that had charges for like weed and stuff like
maybe
that?
That's what I was talking about. Yeah. Pardons.
I think that's dope because it's not bad. Where there's so much other shit out there. That's my thing.
The main part of being an adult, right, is being able to get new information and new research and say, "Oh, I was wrong. Let me change my opinion."
Yeah.
It's not that you're like a flip-flopper because you don't stick to your original opinion. It's like, I got new information now.
Exactly.
And now I see what this is, right? And to your point, I'm glad we can do that with the criminal or what, you know, whatever, with the people that are incarcerated.
And I understand, like, there's definitely got to be a limit. Like, if you're riding around with like 2 pounds of weed and it's all broken down, and you got some scales and shit. You probably need to be arrested.
Yeah.
But if you got like a fucking baggie in your pocket and a joint in your mouth, like, come on, dude. Like, you're not going out to sell it to anybody. You're not going out to harm anybody.
You know, I get giving people tickets or whatever you want to do. If it's not legal, that's fine. But like, to arrest people. And, dude, there's people, especially in the 70s and 80s and shit, who are still in jail for having, like, a quarter on
And the
them.
crazy thing is, look at it this way, too. Like, you've got people, when they're trying to get, like, the harder shit, right?
Right.
Like, you start getting the little fish.
Right.
And you start letting go of those little fish so you can get the big fish.
Right.
Like, you're letting those fucking people go that are a part of this organization that's, like, killing people.
Right.
And at the same time, you're locking people up because they've got a fucking quarter ounce of weed on them.
Right. That they grew in their backyard.
Yeah, like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, I know. Or they grew in their closet.
Yeah, we can't
whatever.
have this. It's contaminating our mountain.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's making it smell fresh.
I get
it's making wilderness happy.
You know, I get there are situations like out in California where there was a whole situation where there was illegal people growing in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
And the way they did it, they set it up to take water from the stream or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the whole stream died and all the fish in it died and all the wildlife started to die because they couldn't eat the fish that weren't there. And like, so they researched that and go stop that. Like, don't harm anything.
And there's definitely still going to be things like that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you legalize it or not, like, it's still going to happen. I mean, anything. Look how
Right.
many people are making counterfeit pills and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole fentanyl thing.
Yeah.
And I don't, because, fentanyl is used commonly in, like, hospitals and stuff. But, like, I don't know. Like, people, what is the point of putting fentanyl in, as a drug dealer, right? Let's get into this mindset, right? As a drug dealer, what would be the purpose of putting fentanyl in your other powders? Like, because you're only putting
Dude,
a little
from what
bit in
I've
it. And you're going to kill somebody. Like,
well,
you
so
have
that's
to
the
know.
thing. So from what I've seen
Okay.
on shows and shit,
Okay.
right?
On the
But that's-
Flash.
Not even the Flash, but a lot of
Obviously.
because I've watched a lot of like cocaine and
Right.
opiates
Cocaine
and shit.
Cowboys and all that.
Like
Yeah.
all that shit like on Netflix. Like I love documentaries like that just to
Right.
get an interest to see like how they handle things and how
Yeah.
it all works and everything like that. Not that I want to get into that
I was
trade,
gonna say, no.
but a lot of dealers want at least somebody to die off of it because that lets people know like, hey, their shit's good. You just got to be careful with it.
I think they
It's
said
some
that on
good
Breaking
shit.
Bad, didn't they? I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
I don't know about that.
Well,
Probably.
Well, yeah, but
But if you get like a death out of your dosage, right? Like it's actually probably going to
And-
boost the popularity of your product up, which is fucked up.
I
Don't
could
get
see
me
that.
wrong, world.
I could see that,
It's
except
definitely fucked up.
maybe that was the case 10 years ago, but now with all the fentanyl stuff, everybody's gonna steer away from it.
Oh
though.
yeah.
So that's my point. Maybe back in the day, but now like doing it,
Well, that's when something else comes in.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't know, man.
And then 10 years from now, the heat's going to be low on fentanyl, and then boom, fentanyl's going to come out again. It's
don't do powders. That's if you take anything from this episode, don't do anything powder related unless it's like a protein powder or something like.
But that's a crazy thing too. Like if you just smoke weed,
Right.
right? It's hard
Just
to
chill.
you know what I'm saying? Like give you some fake type of weed. Like it could probably
Yeah.
happen, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, but dude, just roll your own stuff, buy your own shit
Right.
from places
know.
you know. You know what I'm saying? Be safe
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Be safe about
yeah,
it.
That was. I did enjoy how this whole
It all tied together.
it all tied together. Yeah. Now we will tie this together because we're on a streak, so I'm going to do it. So we were talking about what happened over the weekend, right? With with the unfortunate events, right?
Mhm.
You know what else happened over the weekend that wasn't an unfortunate event?
What?
UFC 280.
That's true. That
See
is
how we
true.
tied that together, dude? We're
I
getting
like
better.
that. I
I'll give
like
you a real dap this time.
That's what
All
I'm
right.
talking about. That shit was dope though.
Yeah, we'll stop here on or we'll end here on this kind of highlight in my
I'm trying to
opinion.
get Caden into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was showing him highlights of it.
Yeah. So Harper likes it. Like I asked her the other day, I was like, "Do you like watching this?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "You know this is like a sport, right? This is like basketball or football or whatever." And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "You know they're not like mean people, right? This is just, that's fighting is the sport." Trying to kind of explain to her like
Yeah.
it does look bad, but and I don't want to go on this whole rant, but MMA, all that. People call it UFC. UFC is just the organization. MMA is the actual sport, mixed martial arts. But that is a real sport, and like people don't give it enough credit. But the people in the UFC train usually harder than the people in the NFL or NBA or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Their diet is more strict. They're doing more cardio because you have to go into a physical battle with another legal killer, another dude
And
that
you
will
gotta-
kill you.
You gotta go training hard too because you're never gonna be able to mimic what you're gonna go through in that ring.
Right.
Like even with
Right.
a sparring partner,
Right.
You're not going 100%
Yeah,
with your sparring
never,
partner.
Never. But like but people see all the blood and it is a violent sport, obviously, but like it is a sport. Like people love this for the sport. Like, and you've seen this or Steve has seen this when we're watching stuff. I'm like, man, like kind of, and I don't know a lot about stuff,
Right.
but like things are happening. I'm like, oh man, he's about to throw up the triangle. Oh, rear naked.
Yeah.
Oh, like Kimura, like, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if he steps over his body here and he puts the pressure over here, it's going to choke him. But then this guy can roll this way. And it's like, and
There's so many possibilities.
I think you would agree with this. I don't, you might have said this too. I'm not sure. but it's a common thing where people say fighting like MMA is chess. It's physical chess. Like every punch, there's a reason for every punch. There's a setup. There's a a combination that's coming. It's setting you up for 2 rounds later when you think I'm going to throw the jab, but I'm going to throw a high kick. And it's like, it's all strategy.
And you got to be able to sit there and make quick-ass decisions.
Yeah, because you're getting
if
punched
your shoulder
in the
gets
face.
popped out.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Shout out TJ Dillashaw. He said it's been popping out all camp.
Dude, he said it popped out like 5,
he said 20 times
at
during
least
camp.
20 times
I didn't know
during
if you
camp.
heard that
Yeah.
part. Yeah. But yeah, so he's in the middle of a ring.
telling the ref, hey, if my shoulder is going to pop out.
Right. He told him that in the back.
Do not call the ref.
And he's in the championship fight.
Yeah.
And he's running around the ring with his arm down. He's trying to stretch it and put it back in. And he fought the whole round.
Yeah, getting submission to the ground, dude.
Yeah, dude, he fought the whole round, went back to the corner popped it back in, and then the ref was like, show me that shoulder's good or whatever. And he just went, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel good, you know?
Like nothing.
Yeah,
dude.
nothing, and went right back in there. Like, it's crazy.
That was the worst fight I've seen.
Well,
it was a good fight to watch, but it was the most painful.
Yeah, dude had one arm the whole time.
Yeah, like I said, the McGregor fight.
He lost, obviously.
McGregor, that shit happened, right? And it was a done deal. Broken
Snapped
leg.
yeah.
You're done, right?
Yeah.
No, this motherfucker was
He
fighting.
fought for like 8 minutes.
Dude. Oh, it was so bad to
If you
watch.
guys don't think an 8-minute fight is long, just stand there and just throw like punches like this for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Tell me how tired you get.
And then after, 30 seconds of that 45 seconds, dislocate your shoulder and go another 8.
Right. Dude, it was nuts.
And right before that, though, dude, oh my God, those are 2 good-ass fights that I came over for.
Yeah. The one before that, was Sugar Sean O'Malley and Peter Yan.
Yeah.
That was the one I was super stoked for. And I know you're not like super in the weeds about this one, but everybody was thinking, Peter won and stuff. I had it 2-1 O'Malley. I'm going to get kind of deep into this, but sorry. But I think O'Malley won because, let me break it down here. So, Peter Yan had 6 takedowns, okay, in the whole fight.
But he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Now, the 2 judges that scored it for O'Malley scored round 1 and 3 for O'Malley, right? So he won 2 out of 3. Right. Now, the second round was obviously Peter Yan. He won that one. The third round was obviously O'Malley, okay?
Yeah.
So it comes down to whoever won the first round. So everybody's talking about control time, all this stuff, 6 takedowns and all that. But he had 3 takedowns and half of his control time in the second round, which he won.
Yeah.
So besides that second round, in the first round, he had 1 takedown, I think, maybe 2, 1 or 2 takedowns with a minute and a half of control time. It was 2 takedowns with a minute and a half of control time, and he did no damage.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, those are good takedowns, but you didn't do anything with it. And the damage, and O'Malley outstruck him that first round.
Hell yeah, he did.
And the damage he was doing outweighed the control time because he didn't do shit with him in that first round.
Yep.
So, 2-1 O'Malley. I'm saying it. I'm calling it.
I feel it.
People were pissing me off with that. Like, everybody, though. Everybody's like, there was 6 takedowns. How'd he lose? I'm like, dude, half of those happened in the round that they gave him to
that
win.
he won.
Yeah. Other than that, he didn't do anything.
No.
Like, a little rant. But it was cool. Steve came over for the whole main event. You came over for a couple fights.
Yep.
The fights were in Abu Dhabi, which was cool because the prelims started at 10:30 Eastern time. So I woke up, me and Harper ate breakfast and all that, and then Jess came and got her. And by then it was like 10:15, and I'm like, cool, fights are on.
Boom.
Watched it all. Main card started at 2, and it lasted until about 5. So I watched 7 hours of fights. Love and Life on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then, it was perfect because Steve left about 5:15. I was able to get some food, and then Harper shows back up at 6.
Boom.
So
Just like
perfect day. But that's why we're recording today, and that's why everything started off super chaotic.
Yep. Makes sense.
It was a wild episode.
Makes sense.
Wild
I like
episode.
it.
There is one other thing I want to talk about. I mean, it's It's not even really a thing. It's just kind of a question, and I don't even know if it's
I've been getting
podcast
some
worthy.
Crazy ass questions from Little Man. So shoot.
Okay, well, this isn't. This is kind of like an adult question, and it's, just out of curiosity.
That's what his were.
No, but this is like a real one. Have you ever done it or know anybody that got like the meal kits thing like delivered?
No.
How people get like things delivered like every week or whatever?
I know what you're talking about.
So I'm thinking about doing that because there's one that I'm looking at, and you can get like I think 12 meals a week, which is pretty much all week. I don't really eat breakfast much, and 2 days of the week I'm in Columbus. So 12 meals is going to be pretty much all week.
Right.
Most of the week anyway, like 80% of it. For like $130 a week, which is kind of a lot. But if you think of groceries, and then, like we eat fast food a lot, man. So if me and Harper go to McDonald's or whatever, I mean, that's $15, $16.
Yeah.
And that's just lunch. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking about doing it. I'm curious if anybody has any good recommendations. I guess let me know if you guys are listening.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Factor is the one that I'm looking at. Yeah, me either. But it's like ready-made stuff to where you just pretty much have to warm it up, and it's high quality, and you can pick your meals and all the standard stuff that you can do with it. But I think I'm going to do that because either way, if I do that, I'm going to be eating a lot healthier.
Yeah.
But I think I might do like a keto one and maybe not even go full keto for like the whole week or whatever, but just have good
Wean
meals.
yourself into it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but yeah, let me know, guys. I'm just curious. Something I've been looking into.
I like it.
But you can get like your first 12 meals or something for like $60. So I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna say find one with the good deals too.
yeah, that's what I've been looking at. I've been trying to compare them and all that, but yeah. Anyway, wild episode.
It is. I like it.
It's a Sunday episode again.
Always.
And well, not always, bro. It's
Has
usually
been
on Saturday.
always.
Huh?
Has been Sundays.
No, it's been Saturdays, bro.
It's been Sundays.
It's been Saturday.
Sundays.
Saturdays.
Sundays at noon, dude.
No, dude.
Has been.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't been.
Has been, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, then why did I say last week that we need to figure out something for this week because we're going to watch UFC all Saturday?
I don't know, dude, because we don't record on Saturday.
Dude, we're going to go through messages.
And
we record on
find out
Saturday.
when we recorded on Saturday.
We're going to do
it.
it.
Didn't happen.
All right. Well, we're going to keep the episode going just for a couple minutes for the people.
Oh, yeah.
We're going through this. All right. Here we go.
Do you want to know what questions Caden was asking me?
Yeah, for sure.
That popped off at the top of his head, apparently.
All right. What's
Do
up?
trees poop?
Interesting. All right.
And I just looked at him.
All right.
Said, how do you think we got number 2 pencils?
There's no way you did that. Is that just a dad joke or like, okay. I was like, dude, there's no way. There's no way that that's real. Okay, so last week was Sunday. Last week was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Let me see.
Week before that was probably Sunday.
The week before that
Was Sunday.
Well, that's weird because
And then the week before that was Sunday.
no, the week before that on Friday
was
you
Sunday.
said you're coming over on Friday. You came over like midday. And then the next thing on Saturday we were talking about Call of Duty. So I don't know about that
Yeah, so it was Sunday.
that week.
And then we recorded the Sunday before that.
Nah, dude, I don't think so,
and
bro.
then the Sunday before that.
I'm finding it, dude. I'm still scrolling, bro.
We have
Dude,
recorded on Sundays since I switched to second shift.
Well, no, dude.
Yes.
Nah,
Yep.
dude. Nah,
Yep.
dude. Nah, dude.
Yep.
Nah, dude.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Sunday, 1 p.m. We were talking about the 24-hour aftermath of the one-chip challenge.
Yeah.
Because that happened on Saturday.
Well, yeah, we did that one on Saturday.
Okay, Saturday. Okay.
That one was stupid.
Okay, I agree.
That fucked my whole weekend up.
Yep. Yeah, that was brutal. That was definitely brutal. I'm glad we don't text that much. One, I don't want to talk to you, but two, it makes proving you somewhat wrong.
Whatever.
Very convenient.
Whatever, dude.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
You just need to understand that you're wrong, Adam. We
Nah,
record on
dude.
Sundays.
Nah, dude.
That's why we need a producer
So,
to meet us
Saturday,
here on Sundays.
October 1st, 1 o'clock. Did you get lost on your way? Shit, about to head out in a few.
That was one time.
Okay, so the last
One time.
2 weeks were Sundays, and then the 2 weeks before that were Saturdays. So it's like, I don't know, bro. What are we doing? Wild
know
card.
either. I can't help it. Our kids
Let's
are
go
in
back
sports.
one more just to see.
Bro, Jesse's got tournaments next week.
Yeah, this was during soccer time, so
Jazzy's got tournaments next week.
we're gonna go back one more week and do the tiebreaker, and I think it's gonna be on a Sunday. To be honest,
It is
with
on
you,
a Sunday.
Let me see.
In November something.
Damn. Yep. Sunday, September 25th. And I said, don't forget your things for the shelf.
Boom.
So 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stars. Would not recommend.
Recording on Saturdays.
No.
Well,
clearly Sunday's not working because you've been killing shit the last 2 weeks.
it's fine.
It is fine. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Buy merch, all that fun stuff. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah. Until next week. Peace.